3:44, and it takes a special person to want to serve and protect their community while putting their own life on the line. But as Fox 19 Now's Megan O'Rourke reports, there's an alarming number of police recruits making the ultimate sacrifice before ever putting on the badge.
Marcus Zeigler's family sits and flip through photos. Memories from this particular day stand out.
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. And just to see him sitting there, he had the biggest smile on his face.
Pictures and videos capturing the handshakes and hugs as Marcus was sworn into the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office. A natural fit for the 36-year-old husband and father of 4 who loved to work out and motivate those around him. Marcus even ran his own CCW business, often training other law enforcement officers.
It sounds like this really was his perfect career, though.
It really was, because
he needed to be.
This is what he truly enjoyed. He really enjoyed this. I mean, I don't recall him ever going home saying, "Oh, I'm so tired, I can't go back and do this again."
Dolores Palmer says her nephew was thriving, so much so he even caught the attention of his new boss, Hamilton County Sheriff Charmaine McGuffey.
He, was an excellent candidate. I mean, he was older, he had life experience, great job background, he was very fit, and he was exactly what we were looking for.
The sheriff says Marcus was at the top of his recruit class. He had passed all the exams and had just one physical test for the state of Ohio to go when on May 24th, 2023, he collapsed during a run at the Great Oaks training campus in Sharonville. The sheriff says he was taken to the hospital and admitted. By the next morning, the sheriff says Marcus's organs were shutting down.
We were all very much at a loss, even his family. I mean, no one seemed to know what happened, but we did know that he was going very fast.
Earlier this year, the Associated Press did an investigation titled "Dying to Serve." It looked into the number of law enforcement recruits across the country who died during basic training at law enforcement academies or while completing physical fitness training exercises. At the time of its release in February, Marcus was among 29 documented deaths nationwide, although the sheriff says she believes that number has since grown.
These are men and women, mostly men, who are African American, who are dying and needlessly dying in training.
Black recruits represented nearly 60% of those who died, although federal data shows that black officers make up just 12% of local forces. According to the AP, most of the deaths were linked to exertion, dehydration, heat stroke, or other conditions tied to intense exercise, like the make-or-break timed run Marcus was on when he collapsed.
Collectively, in the law enforcement environment, there's not a whole lot of conversation going on about this.
A police major and now owns a consulting business. He tells me there are no federal agencies or independent organizations that track recruit deaths like they do with other law enforcement line of duty deaths.
True to the saying, one is really too many.
He says the natural question we should all be asking is why.
He starts punching down on me, right? My first priority is I want to protect my face.
It's not just becoming or reaching a certain physical fitness standard. It's more a measure of heart and mental toughness, I think, is what that comes down to.
Jim Hubble is the commander of the police academy and police training at Great Oaks, which has an agreement with the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office to provide training to deputies, including Marcus.
We're always pushing them to give us 100%, to give themselves 100%, so that they're better prepared to deal with any kind of situation like that in the future.
Hubble says before starting the academy, recruits must undergo a physical and are asked about their medical history, including any underlying conditions or medications.
We make it very clear to them that it's important that they tell us these things and that they're upfront about it, because in the event of an emergency, we really have to know it, so we're better able, and the medics are better able to take care of you.
In Marcus's case, his death was initially ruled heat exertion. However, the coroner's office later added sickle cell trait as a contributing factor. That determination was made after Sheriff McGuffey requested additional testing, which she says was prompted by another employee's personal experience with a blood disorder.
In the letter, it stated, "I think this is what happened to Marcus because it happened to me."
Sickle cell is a condition that is most prevalent among Black Americans, and it increases the risk of serious injury following extreme exertion.
We don't test for sickle cell trait. No one does. So I found that out, and we began to put measures in place, which is when we send our recruits for a physical, we let them know. We created a box that they check so that they understand, what they need to look for. We have a flyer that was made to describe what a sickle cell trait is and so forth, and the results of that. And there is a test that's offered to them.
McGuffey says due to HIPAA laws, they cannot know the results, meaning it's still up to the recruit to self-report should they test positive. But she wants to see policies put into place that would offer assurances, letting them know despite the results, their employment would not be impacted.
You mentioned, that you've made some headway, but is enough being done?
I don't think so. I'm a plain talker, and I'm going to say it right now. I absolutely don't think so.
The sheriff says she objects to the conditions of the state-mandated physical fitness test, which she says are often conducted in the afternoon during the hot summer months. She also says that trainers need to be more educated about what to be looking for and the warning signs. Changes the sheriff strongly believes will lead to better outcomes and fewer deaths.
I feel a connection to Marcus. I carry the hurt every day.
It's a pain Marcus's family feels too, knowing his future, just like that signature smile, was bright. But as they look to the past, they still find comfort in what lies ahead.
Yeah, we could be bitter about stuff, but that wouldn't really help in a situation. I believe with the hope that we're going to see Marcus again. And that's the hope that keeps us going.
Yeah.
McGuffey tells me she is actively working to get a policy in place in Hamilton County that would ensure the results of that sickle cell testing would not be held against a recruit, hoping to ensure more candidates would opt in. I'm Megan O'Rourke, Fox 19 Now. Back to you.